To your original question of where do employers draw this line, it is somewhat gray, and it is really up to the employers how they want to define this, especially in a world where sales culture allows for people to go to lunches and have a couple of glasses of wine, or at technology companies where there are beer fridges, and you're more than welcome to go and grab a beer at the end of the day on a Thursday, or maybe on a Friday afternoon. But then no, you cannot take edibles at work. And I think that's where the inclusivity really needs to come in. But what if you don't consume alcohol for personal reasons, health reasons, and so on and so forth, and while everybody else is consuming a beer, you wanted to go smoke a joint and come back upstairs? And this is where the employers need to really take a look at how the policy is put together and what's the intent behind the policy. Because if the intent behind the policy is that, look, alcoholic drinks or other sort of, let's say, for instance, a joint or an edible product are for recreational use, and during our company events, we definitely allow for that because we want people to be more of a comfortable and a casual environment rather than a professional environment. So during our company events, we will provide for both and you can participate. Please use responsibly. We recommend that you don't mix, for instance, because you don't want to have the increased risk. That's one way to go about it. Another way to go about it is that you have a creative agency and they're like, we see that, our employers, our employees, some of them come to work and they smoke before or, during the breaks, they go and smoke, but their performance is not hindered. And if that is your perspective, and then you could create a policy like that. But legally, one other thing you should consider is that if there is an accident at the workplace, so let's say you even work at a tech company, there's no safety sensitive jobs. You're walking down the stairs and you've had a couple of edibles, so your depth perception has gone a little bit, and you fall down the stairs and you break your arm. And at that point, then, if they take a look at the company's policy and see that you said that people can consume edibles during the work hours, and then you did not protect, had enough protection or warnings around the stairs, then that gets complicated in all sorts of different ways. And that's the whole point. The point of this is cannabis wasn't legalized for people to say, thank you, it's legal, I could do whatever I want. That's not what legalization really means. Legalization means that the product is now legal and it's not a criminal offense to purchase the product or grow the product, depending where you are, or consume the product. But you still have to do it within the confines of certain laws and certain restrictions to ensure your own safety of the others, safety of the public and environment. So that's where the confusion happens. And we hope that, when we do these conversations, on one side, you get people that say, I would never want to talk about cannabis at work because that opens a can of worms. And the other side, you get people that say, don't tell them about the cannabis at work because we all consume and we don't want them to know. And well, the foundation for both of those comments is that both people acknowledge there's something wrong. And they just don't want to deal with it because they feel like ignorance is bliss. And that's what the course tries to do in a more effective way, protecting the individual's rights, the employer's rights, and giving room for a flexible room for definition for each organization, considering all the factors that are ultimately important: safety, responsibility, and ensuring that everyone's sort of in an inclusive environment.